One relates to John Bolton, and I'll just tell you there's a lawsuit. The federal government, Department of Justice, has sued John Bolton, former National Security Advisor, to prevent him from releasing his book or letting his book be released to the public. The White House is claiming that there's content in that book that is clearly information that John Bolton received because he was serving as National Security Advisor, just inappropriate, should never be released. And obviously, I will tell you, I used to really like John Bolton. I thought he had a lot of great arguments about foreign policy. He obviously got sideways with President Trump, and when President Trump let him go, relieved him of his National Security Advisor job, he seems to have not taken that well, and this is writing of a tell-all. And I would just say we'll have to hit the rest of the story another day, but what a sad fall from really kind of being a noble American hero in many ways, trying to get out to the public a book to essentially, obviously, try to hurt President Trump before the November 2020 elections, containing information that the Department of Justice is arguing is not permissible to be released. And this is John Bolton just deciding I'm going to get my licks in while I can. And it's just it's a very sad day. But my one only narrow point I want to make very clear is this: do not assume just because the Department of Justice decided to go to court against John Bolton to try to prevent the release of this book. Do not assume there's some big dark secret that involves the Trump presidency, that there's some real clear wrongdoing that Bolton's finally going to tell the public about, but somehow he's being prevented. That does not at all necessarily flow. The idea, the standard, if you are a National Security Advisor, ought to be something like, you can't write any books about the presidency till 20 years later, 30 years later. You cannot be sharing America's secrets just because you're mad because the president let you go. But there's got to be some standard that just says that you can't conduct the presidency, you can't confide in a National Security Advisor if you are fearful that whatever you're saying is being recorded. I mean, it was poor President Trump, it has been all along, recorded, released to the public, leaked, and Bolton's book is already, as we speak, pieces being leaked to the media who are there and pouncing on it. But do not assume some great wrongdoing on the part of the president just because they had to go to court to stop John Bolton from releasing this book. And honestly, it may be a futile effort if I don't know, whoever is releasing it, whether it's Bolton or the publisher or other releasing it, may be a futile effort. But the idea to stand on the principle of saying we do not have National Security Advisors writing tell-alls after they leave office.